If you're building something and you feel like you're carrying everything on your own, the ideas, pressure, the responsibility, I want you to know you're not alone. You're in the middle of creating something real. And today, I want to help you simplify what comes next, because it's not easy going for your dreams. And if anyone knows, I know. My name is Vince, and today you're live with the Creators Room. I wanted to tap in with you guys because in today's world, everything's attached to a number. And it really hit me when I saw a rapper mention how things happened where he made all this money, he got these amount of accolades and this, that, and the third. And then I started to resemble it to a lot of creators today, a lot of YouTubers, influencers, whatever you want to call it, who have to name, hey, I have this many subscribers, I made this much money. And I get it, it's to say, hey, I accomplished this, so you should come on too. But there's no real hardcore stories. There's no true influence to follow where people are speaking about what it's like to be in the trenches. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. There's some areas where some of us thrive, right? And we've accomplished things. But there's also areas where we always can have work and improvement. And that's what I want to talk about, because although I've made some successful accomplishments, although that I've helped many other entrepreneurs as a business coach and consultant, I'm also in the trenches in certain areas where I'm striving to get better. And so I want this to be a dialect between us where you can actually get information of what's going on, what you can do, and to really get deep into the mind, because so many people overlook this and they overcomplicate things. They put so many things into the mixes of what they're trying to accomplish. So I want to get back to this. Everything's about a number. And what you got to realize is you got to sell yourself on what you're doing if you're going to be selling something, right? Because a lot of people, they want to make money. They want to accomplish different things. They want this many subscribers. But what if I take that and challenge it and take it to another level where it's not a performance, rather you showing up as you, the way that you go into the cameras, the way you're off the camera, and it's like you're talking to your homies or your girls, whatever. So when you get on the camera, it's a conversation versus a performance. When you go to sell something, you're not selling, you're serving. It's like you're giving something away that you would do for free. And so I had to think about it, because honestly, I haven't been like that consistent on social media, if I'm being honest. However, I've been making a lot more money than ever off the internet. And I've been showing others how to do the same, helping them get in front of people who would appreciate what they have to offer, help them optimize and create an offer, and to serve those individuals and to get in the conversation. So many people get so infatuated with being popular and deviate away from their purpose that they forget why they're even showing up. So I created this solution because so many people are afraid to really show up as them. They're afraid of rejection. So they're trying to perfect. And while you're trying to perfect, someone's making progress. And that's where you got to realize that progress is more key than perfection. Because when you hit that button and you launch, you can always get better along the way. You don't have to reach for this specific number. Think of it like this. If you go for this number, right, to say, hey, I want to make this much money, but you don't make your first dollar, how do you get to that money? Instead, make it into benchmarks, make it into milestones. Whenever I set goals with someone, I always get them to focus on the activity that they can do repeatedly to help them generate whatever their milestone goal is. So if they want to make their first 100,000, what they have to do is, how do I make $8,000 a month roughly? So in order to do that, let's say you got a $2,000 product or service and you just need to obtain that. Or let's say that you're making $10,000 off a person where you're serving them per quarter. And you have this huge offer, not crazy, but thing that's packaged in, where you're selling a $10,000 Ferrari or you're selling a $2,000 Ferrari. It now makes that goal much more attainable. because now you only need a certain amount of customers to get there. You only need 10 customers to pay you 10 grand to get to that $100,000, right? So how do you package that? That's what I've been helping people do, and that's what you want to do with your goals when you're trying to make a big number, is how do I package this into something that sells itself? If it's social media, how do you make it simple to where the pressure's off the number and it's focused on you showing up, and not in a performative way? Start to the basics of what kind of community you want. What would you appreciate? I had to dial back and step into this because I wanted to get on here where there wasn't no pressure of trying to reach a certain number of followers or views and things like that. And that's where you deviate away from what you came here to do, and you start getting centered and geared towards performing for an algorithm, performing for popularity, and then you deviate away from your purpose. I know several people that have hit this. I've been there before, where you get somewhere, right? But it's not what it's all cracked up to be. It's not what you signed up for, and you want to do something that fulfills you. So you're making this money, but you're not fulfilled. I know there's many people like that. And if this is you, I want you to take a moment to ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? What do you want to do? And simplify it. Don't complicate it. Remember, you can always get better and perfect it along the way. But making progress is where the real motivation and momentum is going to come from. So don't objectify your journey. Don't objectify it on, I need this many views. I need this many followers. I need this much money. Instead, get creative with it. That's what the true creative journey is about. It's about creating from within, painting your vision from inside to the outside road, where it's an expression. You're going to be judged regardless. So you might as well do something that fulfills and fuels you. Detach from the outcome and get focused and tuned in to the vision and benchmarks that you can work towards, which are short-term goals, bite-sized pieces that are actions that don't revolve around accomplishing, but rather how many times you show up. So maybe it's recording one video at a time and then do another video, but don't stop. Keep shooting your shot. And as you're doing it, your motivation, your momentum is going to get better and better as you continue to show up. Same thing when you're trying to sell something that you're offering. A lot of you count yourself out too early, where it's like, put it out there more. If no one knows about it, how is it going to accumulate a certain amount of money or accomplish a certain goal? Show up repeatedly. And as you continue to show up, you'll get better, you'll feel more confident, and you'll start getting results from that. And from there, you can test that out, you can tweak it along the way, and you can track it all. But if you are constantly being so hard on yourself to put out that first shot, you can't expect yourself to get much more out of it. If you're trying to find a job or something, start putting a quota together. Maybe you're applying to 5 a day. And it goes into the details of defining that vision so that you're not just getting something random. And then realize that everything has a purpose. So when you're in your journey, try not to get attached to the number of what you're trying to accomplish. Instead, commit yourself to the goal that is going to take to get you there. And then never forget why you're doing it. I hope you found value in that. And listen, I always appreciate vibing with y'all, dropping gems, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you would like to see. And this is the creative room where there's no limits to what you can do, and there's no limits to what we talk about. It's all about creativity, vibes, meaningful conversations, not just random ones. This room is for people like you. If you're on your own, you're struggling or anything like that, I want you to realize that you don't have to do it alone, that this is a community, this is a family. Drop it in the comments. What do you need help with? And if you're looking for help, look within the community. or reach out to myself. Check out our resources that we have available. And this is more than just a podcast. This is more than just a channel. This is actually a community, a family of creatives. So realize you don't have to do this alone. You're not alone. And I appreciate you watching and hearing this out. It's your boy Vince. Create, build, sustain all you do. One love. Peace.